You're looking at video of Sandra Lindsay, an intensive care nurse receiving the first vaccination at Long Island Jewish Medical Center in New York.
The nurse is vaccinated, but just minutes later, this happens.
I'm sorry.
Tiffany Dover fainted as she spoke to reporters at a hospital in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
And yet, we're really now starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel that is going to ultimately get us through this. We know we're going to be able to put this behind us, but in the meantime, we still have a struggle ahead of us.
Problem. A growing number of people say they won't take a vaccine.
I don't want to inject anything like this into my body.
This is linked to declining trust in scientific experts and political leaders. Problems brought into even sharper focus by the pandemic.
I call it COVID bollocks!
And fueled by a spiraling infodemic.
Mike Chris-Exo here, and today I received the vaccination. It was one of the most it wasn't so bad.
Hold on till it won't hold us. Keep on till it.
Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm first off must say happy 2021, happy new year. I'm excited. I know this week has been very questionable for a lot of us, even myself. I've been kind of like, okay, wait a minute, what's happening here? But you know what? We can't allow 1 week to spoil the entire year, right? So we're gonna keep being positive, keep moving forward, and make the year the greatest year possible, okay? It's gonna be good. It is. It's gonna be good. So I'm making this video because I did something today that I never thought I was going to do. No, I was going to do it. Let me take that back. I was going to do it, but I wanted to see other people do it first before I actually did it. So today I decided, after, seeing the outcome and seeing different people's opinion and seeing how people reacted to it, I decided to take the vaccine. And I'm going to give you guys my story and my experience as to what happened, okay? So, my job sent me the invite, and so in this invite, they had a list of questions you had to answer. And they talked about like different allergies you may have, different side effects you may have experienced with different vaccines in the past, your age, your date of birth, simple stuff. From that point on, when you completed that questionnaire, you also had to schedule your appointment time to receive the vaccine. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, when I saw like when I saw the times and the location and all that, it kind of like took me back for a second. Like, Michael, like, okay, you're about to schedule a time to receive a vaccine that many people are questioning, and it really it's when it hit me like, dang, I'm about to really commit to doing this vaccine, and I was very hesitant about it. I was asking my coworkers, like, should I do it? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, it was very nerve-wracking. It was very nerve-wracking, and I committed to a time. It's the day of the appointment, okay? So I walk into an office and I see people sitting at a desk, and they're like asking me, hey, are you here for the vaccine? I'm like, I think so. I think I'm here for the vaccine. And for those of you who don't know, I do have a nut allergy. I'm allergic to peanuts. So I did make that known to them during my check-in process and also in the questionnaire beforehand. So they took my information, they gave me a piece of paper, they gave me my COVID-19, I don't know if you guys can see that record thing that I had to hold on to. Or my anxiety was extremely high. I know my voice is kind of deeper now. I just woke up, so I'm kind of trying to finish this video. This is like a part 2 because last night I was beyond tired to finish all of it. So part 2, new day. But anyway, so after answering and giving her information about my peanut allergy, I was then sent to a different room with a different nurse, and this was where I was going to get my vaccine. In that moment, I wanted to turn back so bad. I did, but I had to keep going. And let me just say, the nurses and the assistants during this whole process were extremely nice and comforting. They made you feel like it's going to be okay, like it's going to be all right. There's no need to panic. It's going to be okay, and I felt comfortable in that moment. So I have to say kudos to you guys who are working the vaccination centers and whatnot. You guys are doing awesome, really good. So I went to the room, and you know, the nurse was, you know, hi, how are you? Which arm I'm gonna do the vaccine in? I gave her my right arm, and so I sat down. I lifted my arm up, and not even a second after me sitting down, she had already given me the vaccine, and I felt nothing. So after receiving my vaccine, I had to wait 30 minutes after because of my peanut allergy. So if you have any, you know, allergies to like peanuts, or if you had any other side effect to any other vaccine, you must wait 30 minutes after you receive the vaccine to make sure you don't have any side effects. So I waited 30 minutes and I went home. Now I will say the only side effect I received after getting the vaccine was my arm was extremely sore. And that only lasted a couple hours after I received the vaccine, and then the pain went away. That's about it. So, you know, it was no big deal. I made it a big deal for nothing, as we always make things bigger than what it seems, and I understand. But yeah, it was it. I got it done. So I don't want this video to persuade you guys to get the vaccine at all. The reason why I made this video is just to make you guys aware that it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. If you decide to do it, I would definitely recommend you do it. If you don't decide to do it, don't do it. Okay, this is not a video to say, hey, go out and get the vaccine. No, you have a right, you have a choice, and if you decide not to get it, if you decide to get it, get it. But don't feel bad if you do get it, and don't feel bad if you don't get it. It's your choice.
And safe. The efficacy of the Pfizer vaccine is 95%. The Moderna vaccine is at 94.5%. But on Tuesday, Moderna provided some additional info that their vaccine may reduce asymptomatic infections. And there isn't enough data to say for sure yet, but when participants with no symptoms were swabbed between the first and second dose as part of surveillance testing, there were more positive cases in the placebo group than in the group that had received just one dose of the vaccine. So it may be that the vaccine not only protects against disease, but against infection. And Pfizer is predicted to have data on something similar in January.
Well, that's amazing.
All right, guys, that's all we have for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope those videos helped you guys get familiar with the 2 vaccines that are being offered currently. And remember, like I was saying before, if you decide not to do it, don't feel bad. If you decide to do it, don't feel bad. You have a choice, and no one can bully you into thinking what you chose or what you didn't choose is not right. You have a right to pick whatever you decide to do in this moment. So you guys be safe. Have a good weekend. I made this video on a Saturday, so if it's not the weekend, have a good week, okay? I love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.